All right, let's just jump right in. We're living in a world that's being completely reshaped by artificial intelligence, right? And it leaves us with this massive question. What's our role in all of this? So today, we're going to explore this really powerful new metaphor that might just help us make sense of our new reality.
You know, for the longest time, we had a pretty good handle on what made us, well, us. What set humans apart. There were certain territories we held as our own, completely walled off from any machine.
These were our things. Creativity, that spark of a new idea. Inspiration, that flash of insight. Logic, the careful building of an argument. I mean, these weren't just skills, right? They felt like the very core of what it meant to be human. And then, then everything changed.
Just like that, this tidal wave of generative AI hits. Suddenly, you have machines painting masterpieces, writing incredible poetry, crafting complex essays. And those moats we'd built around our human castle, they just vanished. It was incredibly disorienting and, honestly, for a lot of us, pretty unsettling.
So this feeling, this sense of our world shifting under our feet, it's brought us into a totally new era. And to really get a grip on it, we need a new way of thinking, a new metaphor to understand our place next to this behemoth. So, psychologists have used this elephant and rider idea for ages to talk about our own minds. You know, the emotional elephant and the rational rider trying to steer it. But today, that metaphor fits our situation perfectly. AI is the elephant, this massive, powerful beast of data and computation. And us, we're the rider. Yeah, we're small, maybe a bit fragile in comparison, but here's the key. We're the ones holding the reins.
Okay, so this new partnership, it brings us to maybe the most important question of our time. It's a question that comes from a very real, very understandable anxiety about our own future.
I mean, seriously, if this machine can do so much, so incredibly fast, and it never gets tired, what's our job anymore? What value do we possibly bring to the table when the heavy lifting of thinking and creating can just be automated?
It all comes down to this one simple, powerful word. The elephant is mighty, no doubt, but it has no direction. It doesn't want anything. It has no desires, no fears, no goals. It can whip up a perfect image of a sunset, but it's never felt the awe of actually watching one. It's missing a why, and that's exactly where we come in.
This totally redefines what makes us valuable. Think about it. In the past, we were the artisans. Our worth was tied up in our skill, our labor, the nitty-gritty of how things got done. But now we're the architects. Our value isn't in the labor, it's in the vision, the master plan, the direction. We're shifting our focus away from the how and on to the clarity of why. So if our whole job is to provide the why, then our most important skill isn't about doing the work anymore. It's about communication. We have to master this new art of dialogue. We have to learn how to talk to the elephant.
And this isn't just typing words into a box. It's a real dialogue. It's an art form, really. And it starts with us. If our own ideas are messy and confused, the AI is just going to give us back a bigger, faster version of that same confusion. So, step 1, we have to have a crystal clear goal. Step 2, translate that into a super precise prompt. And then, and this is the most important part, we have to use our human judgment to look at what it gives us back and decide if it's any good.
I love this quote. It just nails the new division of labor perfectly. We give the AI a little spark and bam, it shows us a million possible ways to go. Our job is to walk through that universe of options and say, okay, that one. That's the one that's necessary. That's the one that actually matters.
This whole situation forces us to ask a really fascinating question. If AI is taking over so many of our skills, what's actually left for us? What's the core of being human that you just can't outsource to the elephant? And the answer? It's probably not what you think.
It turns out our greatest strength isn't our perfection, it's our flaws. It's the fact that we feel pain, that we're vulnerable, that our time here is short. See, because we're mortal, our experiences, our love, our joy, our grief, they all have real weight. And AI has absolutely none of that.
It can read every story ever written about loss. It can analyze the rhythm and vocabulary of the saddest poems in history, and then replicate them perfectly over and over and over again. But it can't shed a single tear. And that, right there, is the whole ball game. Real art, real creativity, it doesn't come from just simulating an emotion. It comes from the actual lived experience of a real, vulnerable soul. Our job is to feel that tremor in our soul. The AI's job is just to give us a new way to express it.
Now let's be real. This new partnership, it's not some gentle walk in the park. Guiding an elephant this powerful means we have to be vigilant. We have to understand the risks. It's more like a high-stakes dance, right on the edge of a cliff.
And this elephant is growing at a mind-boggling speed. The challenge isn't just to direct it today, it's to keep up with it tomorrow. We have to be constantly learning, constantly adapting. We absolutely cannot afford to fall asleep at the reins.
And that brings us to the final, critical choice we all have to make. Are we going to step up and be the riders using this incredible tool to bring our vision to life? Or are we going to get lazy? Are we going to outsource our thinking, our judgment, and just become parasites getting a free ride until, one day, we're just shaken off?
The age of the elephant rider is already here. It's a challenge for sure, but it's not asking us to be better machines. It's asking us to be more deeply, more profoundly human. It's demanding our curiosity, our judgment, our empathy, and our vision. The elephant is waiting. The journey ahead will take us places we could never have reached alone. The only question is, are you ready to ride?